Ground Force Jonathan Bloom has our top story.
And Chris, despite some major flight delays, things are slowly getting back to normal here at Oakland International Airport. Thousands of passengers were sitting right out here on this curb for 2 hours, along with crew members, as bomb-sniffing dogs and deputies searched the terminals after a bomb threat. And you won't believe what started it all.
This is the device.
That's right, a vibrating electric razor with really bad timing. It was accidentally turned on inside a suitcase.
One of our deputies was unclaimed. It was sitting by the end of the baggage carousel, and the bag was quivering. It had a ticket on it, but it caused us some concern.
By itself, it wouldn't have been a problem, but it was found just as deputies were handling a series of bomb threats.
There were 4 of them made in sequence. Each time the caller called in a little bit more emphatic, a little bit more information, and it just caused us concern. And again, with this device in the bag, didn't know whether that was part of it. Maybe the caller plants the bag, calls us, we didn't know.
So they evacuated everybody.
They just told us to go across the street into the parking lot.
Passengers and workers from both terminals sat outside while the bomb squad investigated, then emerged with the culprit. And then the doors opened and the madhouse began.
All the way down and around, folks. The line is outside, but it's coming back around.
Lined up solid from the metal detectors to the door. Every passenger, every crew member, all had to be rescreened. And if this line looks bad, head over to the ticket counter. Or on second thought, don't.
We're sorry for the inconvenience, but I think, again, for security purposes, it was the right decision to make, and we're going to try and accommodate everybody and get them back on board to their destination as soon as possible.
But as you can imagine, some passengers were pretty exasperated. Ground Force Dan Kerman is here live, and he has their reaction.
Well, Jonathan, the passengers that we spoke to were delayed anywhere from 2 to 3 hours as a result of being thrown out into the parking lot. That depends on when their flight was supposed to leave. We can tell you that we talked to many of them today. Those who spent the early afternoon in the parking lot were allowed back in the terminals about 2:30. The good news, their planes had not left yet. They were still here. But if they were making connections, they had to make a beeline for the ticket counters because those flights probably had gone and they needed to rebook. Still, passengers we spoke to seem to be taking it all in stride.
Well, there's nothing we can do but just wait.
Kind of the way things are these days, I guess, flying.
I mean, I'd rather, wait an extra half hour to make sure that there's no bomb in the airport. So as far as that goes, it was okay.
I think the communication could have been a lot better. That's the one thing.
Now, between that area from 12 noon to 2:30, 40 to 50 outbound Southwest airline flights were impacted. If those flights were filled, that could impact up to 6,800 passengers. Now, it's more than that, though, because Southwest Airlines flies to 64 cities. One of those planes, one person told me, was making 3 more stops after leaving Oakland, so that is going to lead to a ripple effect. Specifically, I can tell you that we're going to be having delays throughout the Southwest Airlines hub, and that's going to be happening throughout the day and throughout the night. So if you do have a Southwest Airlines flight tonight, you definitely want to call in advance and find out just how much your flight is delayed. Reporting live from Oakland International Airport, I'm Dan Kerman, KRON 4 News.